Hi, my name is Sarah Randy, and I'm the head of school at LPA, or Lafayette Preparatory Academy. We are excited to offer you a virtual tour today as part of our enrollment process. We believe it's important for every family to find a school that meets their child's needs, but choosing a school in St. Louis can be a dizzying and time-consuming process. We hope that this tour will give you a sense of who we are as a community and what we do here at LPA, so that you feel confident that when you choose LPA, it's the right choice for your child and your family. I look forward to showing you around our community.
LPA began in 2013 with students in kindergarten through second grade. We began because there was a group of parents who were having the conversation I think most of us city parents have, and that was, where are you going to send your kid to school? They were looking for a rigorous academic program with a community focus. They were also looking for a school that was as diverse as St. Louis City itself, particularly in connection to race and socioeconomic status. So this group of parents joined forces with some others within the community and started to look into what it would take to start a school. We serve students in kindergarten through 8th grade. We recently added an expansion to include a gymnasium and a building for our 5th through 8th grade students. First, we step into a kindergarten class. Here, our students are engaging in literacy instruction. Kindergarten reading is a great way to explain our theory behind learning. Some students come into kindergarten not knowing any of their letters. Others can read chapter books with everything in between. Because kids don't all come into kindergarten with the same skills, the same interests, the same aptitude. This is true every single year, and it's true in every single content. And kids with different strengths are all in the same class. Kids have different areas of strength and they grow at different rates. And our job as educators is to teach them the content they're supposed to master within the year, but also to teach them the content they need to grow from wherever they are. If students are ahead in an area, they're often bored in school. If they're behind, they're frustrated. If educators only teach what the state mandates, very few kids actually get what they need. So instead, our teachers develop lesson plans to challenge and grow our students, no matter where they are academically.
Right. Go with our sixes. Ready, go. 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36. And the scholars say 42, 48, 54, 60, 42, 48.
In this way, students get targeted instruction that supports their growth and development and allows us to support students who qualify for gifted or accelerated instruction in the same room as students who may be a year or two behind. We utilize a balanced literacy approach where students learn how to decipher text with key comprehension strategies, such as how to identify the main idea or use context clues to figure out a word. By the end of second grade, we hope to see students making a very critical transition from learning to read, to reading to learn. This is a key developmental moment for all readers and should happen by the start of third grade. Because of this change, third grade is a big year for kids, and how they access their learning changes. You'll see that reflected in how our program is designed. Classes are capped at 23 students in kindergarten and 24 students in our other classes. We have 2 classes per grade, kindergarten through 8th grade. It allows us to remain small enough that everyone knows each other, but large enough that kids don't have to be in the exact same class year after year. Our teachers' assistants focus primarily on supporting students in K through 2nd, while students develop key learning skills to increase independence in the classroom. One of the benefits of building a school to serve kids who are 5 to 14 years old is the ability to be strategic with our program to support learning through so many formidable years in a child's development. In 3rd through 8th grade, students participate in novel studies as a class. They learn to reference their reading when sharing ideas and connect what they read to the world around them. The novels are meant to encourage student exploration of a variety of concepts and often align with the social studies program to provide greater context for their learning. Reading is fundamental for long-term success, and emphasis is placed on reading at home every night.
Disagree. And what does disagree mean? To not agree. Go ahead. Okay.
We ask our kindergarten and first graders to spend at least 20 minutes every day, rain, sun, weekend, holiday, reading, and our second through eighth graders to spend at least 30 minutes a night reading. We encourage students to read a wide variety of texts to represent different perspectives. We also encourage nonfiction and fiction reading to help kids explore different genres. Our learning model centers on the concept of project-based learning. We build our students' schema and basic understanding by teaching them things like spelling, math facts, geography, cursive, and more. And then we give them the time to explore these concepts to develop a deeper and greater understanding. Some of our halls can get pretty active with fun new student displays. Our kindergarten recently completed a project to study motion. Students designed a ball path that would demonstrate Newton's law of motion. These creative kiddos routinely think outside the box and are given time to do so. In math, we use a program called Singapore Math through 5th grade and a program called Open Up through 8th grade. Singapore is likely different than the way most of us learned math growing up, where we memorized a process. You add the 7 and 8 and you put the 5 down here and you carry the 1. I'm sure you all remember what I'm talking about. The reason for our approach in math instruction is connected to global statistics. If you look at world statistics, kids in the United States are performing significantly below their peers in other countries. So we know we need to teach math in a new way. Both of our math programs encourage students to develop a deep understanding of how numbers relate to each other. They really encourage students to think about learning math more similarly to learning a language. Only this is the language of numbers. And because our students are learning about the number system and how they relate, they're able to complete more complex math problems at a much younger age. Partnering with each child's family is very important to our community. Here, you can see our Parent Engagement Center. The Community Board offers a place for families to share information about events in and around St. Louis that may not be directly connected to LPA. The calendar is maintained by an LPA parent and shows the big events and activities for our program each month. The table below is where we share all the flyers that come home in backpacks, so you're always able to access the most important information all in one place. We ask our families to commit to 20 hours of volunteer service over the course of the school year. It works out to being a little less than 3 hours a month through the school year. There are lots of ways to get volunteer time that are already built into the school. We have a very active PTO, plenty of classroom volunteer opportunities like sight word testing in our kindergarten and first grade rooms, volunteering on field trips, helping to put up promotional flyers during our enrollment period, and so many more. Some of our parents lead after-school clubs or sports teams to get volunteer time. Others have particular talents to share, like photographers or carpenters. The point in volunteering is to promote the it takes a village mentality, not to make it difficult for families to opt in. Anyone connected to your child can log volunteer hours for your family. We're open to lots of ideas for volunteer service. Students can also log volunteer time. We think giving back is critical to promoting a healthy community And we hope to provide and encourage our students to do just that.
I'm Shantae Hawkins, and I'm an LPA parent. I would describe LPA as being very diverse, educational, and nurturing. Those are the three attributes that I would say would describe LPA.
Three words to describe LPA is that it's dynamic, creative, and very social.
For city residents, I highly recommend it. The quality of education you get here with this particular charter school, it can't be beat. The opportunities that our kids get at this school, the fact that their voices are heard, they're encouraged to be inquisitive, they are encouraged to be their full selves and take responsibility not only for their actions but also to help their classmates and friends. What LPA puts into our kids is absolutely worth it, and I wish I had started here sooner.
Across from our Parent Communication Center, you'll see the gears that make up the LPA way. If you've perused the website, you might have seen these referred to as our core competencies. When we think about supporting our students to become their best selves and have access to whatever opportunities they are most passionate about, these gears represent the ideas that drive that work. We hope that every LPA student is an effective communicator, a leader, an artist, and more. At LPA, we encourage students to grow themselves in many ways to become well-rounded individuals. I mentioned earlier that we have a variety of clubs at LPA. Clubs run after school for an hour in 8-week sessions. We partner with a variety of programs to provide unique after-school programs based on availability and student interest. Many of our parents lead clubs as well. It's a great way to have fun and get volunteer time. One of the best things about having a school that works with students in kindergarten through 8th grade is our ability to support the growth and development of our students during so many of their most important years. We do this through our academic program by strategically ramping up the expectations from kindergarten to high school. Beginning in 1st grade, our teachers begin to departmentalize. One teacher teaches both classes writing, while the other teaches science and social studies. Students spend about 45 minutes with the teacher that is not their homeroom teacher. In 2nd and 3rd grade, one teacher teaches math while the other teaches reading to both classes. It equals about 60 minutes of time spent with the other teacher. In 4th grade, students have each teacher for half of the day. One teacher teaches reading and writing, while the other teaches math, science, and social studies. In 5th grade, students begin to rotate between 4 core content teachers, but have an advisory teacher who helps support their ongoing growth in its entirety. We also help students grow and develop by utilizing a comprehensive developmental health program that includes comprehensive sex education called Our Whole Lives. This program is taught in January to students in kindergarten through 8th grade and helps students understand their changing bodies, including physical and hormonal changes. The science and social studies programs at LPA are designed by our teaching staff to encourage student learning and creativity. The base of our science program comes from the MySci curriculum developed by Washington University. We utilize national standards to plan robust experiences for kids in all grades with plenty of opportunities to demonstrate their learning. Whether kids are building nests or ecosystems, they'll have the chance to experiment with learning concepts in a hands-on environment. Our social studies program is geared toward the concept of community. Students in kindergarten talk about family and school as community and explore concepts of identity. In 1st grade, they learn about St. Louis in the past and present. 2nd graders study the regions of the United States and quickly realize that though the South and Pacific Northwest are all part of the same country, they have their own unique culture. 3rd graders take a look at world cultures, while 4th graders study civics and examine the way local government and laws impact our community. In 5th grade, at the start of our middle school social studies program, our students study ancient civilizations. They begin to learn how communities were formed. How did they begin? Where and why? Our 6th and 7th graders examine U.S. history from different points of view. Our students are guided towards a study of history that helps them to see how various elements of your identity and experience impact different moments in U.S. history. The Boston Tea Party is very different if you were a colonist or if you were part of the British Empire. Our 8th graders wrap up their study of community by examining our nation's laws and study the U.S. and Missouri Constitution. Middle school students also present current events every week and spend time in conversation about modern day challenges. Our writing program teaches a wide range of skills from physical handwriting to sentence and paragraph formation. Students learn to write for a purpose and present their ideas for peer and teacher editing beginning in kindergarten. Students are encouraged to develop and explore unique ideas, persuade others to their causes, and present research each year in connection to their other learning. We believe the ability to communicate your ideas clearly and compellingly is critical to long-term success. It's why we also teach our students public speaking. LPA students practice sharing their ideas to strangers on tours, to assemblies full of their peers, and in guided practice within the classroom. Students at LPA take several specials each week. We offer PE, art, music, technology, and a variety of electives. We believe it is important to provide a well-rounded education and to encourage creativity and healthy living. Our elementary students take 2 specials a day for 45 minutes each. Our middle school students take 1 specials class each day for 60 minutes and participate in a class called Investigations. Students are encouraged to develop a wide range of skills and explore a wide range of concepts in each of these classes. Investigations is a design thinking class that encourages students to investigate something of interest to them. Students have a variety of teacher-guided options to choose from, or have the option to design an independent study. The investigations classes are taught in multi-age groups, 5th through 8th graders, and happen every day. Students spend 1 quarter completing an investigation and have the opportunity to complete 4 investigations over the course of the year. In addition to specials, our students take a variety of field trips each year to places around the metropolitan area. We also have a tradition of taking our 5th graders on a Welcome to Middle School campout each year for an overnight team-building experience. It's something kids look forward to for years and talk about for years to follow. LPA utilizes technology in every classroom. Our interactive whiteboards, tablets, and computers, as well as our technology class, encourage students to build skills that are critical to success in a modern world. However, our strategic use of technology also means that students aren't sitting on screens all day. In the elementary school, teachers utilize carts with class sets of tablets and Chromebooks to support student learning in the classroom. When students are conducting research or utilizing online curriculum, access to technology is available without worrying that a 5 or 6-year-old are on the computer all day. Beginning in 5th grade, students transition to a 1-to-1 computer option. Many of the more robust learning programs offer online components, and students have access to the Google Suite under LPA supervision to support their learning at school and at home. Speaking of learning at home, LPA creates homework practices based on student ages. In kindergarten through 2nd grade, students receive weekly homework assignments that help students practice skills at home, as well as begin to build a skill for completing homework. Homework takes between 15 and 30 minutes a week. In 3rd and 4th grade, students complete nightly homework in math and a book project approximately every 6 weeks. Homework takes between 15 and 20 minutes a day. In middle school, students have nightly homework and a book project each semester. They spend between 45 and 60 minutes each day on homework. Learning is the core of everything we do at LPA. We provide many opportunities for students to grow their social-emotional skills as well. We have a full-time counselor and practice mindfulness as part of a school-wide effort. Students are taught strategies for managing frustration and peer conflict with tools such as break spots, sensory materials, or guided problem solving. Though as we all know, sometimes it can take a while for kids to build these skills. Our staff is also trained in nonviolent crisis prevention intervention, restorative practices, and as a trauma-informed school. As part of these efforts, we have several LPA animals that support students throughout the day, including Dorothy, our rabbit, and Lucy, our student support dog. At LPA, we like to say that we work hard and we play hard. Students have recess every day in all grades. Kindergarten has 2 30-minute recesses. First graders have 1 30-minute and 1 15-minute recess. Second through fourth graders have 1 30-minute recess. And our middle schoolers have 30 minutes of free time every day. Assuming that they are done with all of their work, they have the opportunity to go outside. We take kids out in all weather and encourage them to manage their work time productively so as to fully enjoy their free time. Every Friday, we have an elementary assembly where students come together to share their learning for the week and recognize accomplishments for strong character and academics. Parents are invited to attend each week. In middle school, our student ambassadors run a monthly meeting with similar experiences. LPA students wear uniforms every day. The basic uniform includes solid red, blue, white, gray, or black polos on top, and khaki, navy, black, or gray bottoms. Students are permitted to dress down for their birthday or half birthday if they have a summer birthday, and on occasional fun days that will be communicated ahead of time by LPA staff. Now that we've taken a look inside our program, I wanted to share a couple of points on logistics of being an LPA family. LPA students in kindergarten through 4th grade are part of our elementary program. Students in 5th through 8th grade are part of our middle school program. Our students attend school from 8:15 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. We believe our community feel is partly because our parents are at the school for drop-off and pickup. Though we do not have transportation, we currently provide a before care program at no cost to families, and we have an aftercare program that goes until 5:30 p.m. The aftercare program does have a monthly fee. However, we offer discounts for siblings and provide scholarship assistance for students with income-based need. Part of serving a diverse student population is the dedication to ensuring all experiences and opportunities are available to all students and families. We structure most of our programming with a sliding scale and or scholarship opportunities to ensure all LPA students have the same access to opportunity. You can find out more about the LPA Aftercare program on our website. At LPA, we strive to know each child as an individual, to value them for who they are and what they bring to our community, and to encourage their growth and development from an academic side as well as a social-emotional side. I'm a proud LPA parent and can say with confidence as a parent and a principal that LPA is a unique learning environment and a wonderful community to be part of. As we wrap up today, I just wanted to share a quick note about how things have changed with COVID. In many ways, things have looked very different in LPA this year. There are no hugs, handshakes, or high fives. Our students sit distance and masks from kindergarten on up. We have not allowed parents into the building, and it's likely that some of these changes will still be in place for the 21-22 school year. There's no easy way to know what the future will hold, but at LPA, we are committed to providing an excellent education and a caring environment for all of our students. We have seen that even in a pandemic, our supportive approach and high expectations for learning helps our students grow. According to our recent iReady data, which is a nationally normed standardized test, 88% of our students are ready for instruction that is at or above grade level in reading, and 84% of our students are ready for instruction that is at or above grade level in math. In every category, our students made academic gains from last winter to this winter. Students with IEPs, students who qualify for free and reduced lunch, our students of color, our young learners, our oldest students, students who are learning at home, and students who are completing their work in our hybrid program. We've also heard wonderful stories from our alumni community. Our first group of 8th graders graduated in 2020, and they are thriving even in a pandemic. Students have been accepted to Metro, Collegiate, McKinley, St. Louis University High School, Chaminade, Notre Dame, Crossroads, MICDS, and more. We are proud of the work we are doing here and hope you'll join us. Thank you so much for joining us for this virtual tour. As part of our application process, we do require a tour and count this virtual tour for that requirement. Just send an email that says, "I completed a virtual tour" to tours@lafayetteprep.org. Our system will capture it there. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us by calling 314-880-4458, by visiting our website at www.lafayetteprep.org, or emailing help@lafayetteprep.org. Thank you so much for joining us today. I look forward to connecting with you soon.